I'm Jocelyn Teng, and I'm a fashion illustrator, designer from Toronto. In media, I've only been in it for, I think, 2 to 3 years, not that long. To get here, I have a fashion design background, and I've worked with lots of Canadian companies such as Joe Fresh, Tony Clooney, Greta Constantine, and then I started doing freelance illustrations for a lot of these companies, and including MAC Cosmetics. And then I realized this is something I really want to do. So from my personal website, I changed it to a blog, and then I decided that that wasn't what I wanted. So I decided that an online shop is where I want to be and have. So I started doing that. For Elle, I think it was through a mutual friend. No, actually it was through my roommate at the time, and the girl online editor is one of my roommate's friends, and we started talking, and she found out that I worked in fashion and where I worked, and so she said, you know, we have this opportunity, would you be interested? I said, yeah, totally. So through that, I started illustrating for them. And even through Greta Constantine, they do a lot of projects with Elle, so they will also get me to do illustrations whenever they have a publishing opportunity. They never really give me anything specific. They said, you know, for the horoscopes, they say, we want fashion-related figures. That's really all they give me, and then I can go off of a sketch and I show them really quickly, is this what you like? And then they say, yeah, and then we'll go from there. But pretty much not a lot of restrictions. I can do what I like. Anything visually interesting. For me, most of my illustrations are fashion inspired. But not necessarily just from fashion magazines. It can be from old photographs, documentaries, even books. I like to read, so a lot of times it's in my head what I see. So it can be anything that makes me go, why is this so interesting? Why is this image so attractive or so powerful? And then I go from there and I break it down into my own style of illustrating. I definitely have to keep up with it. Sometimes I find it exhausting, but I think this is what we have to do, especially when you have an online shop. And I also look at a lot of other shops to see what they offer, to try to keep up with the trends, you know, especially if I'm in fashion. It's like, what's the new trend, what's cool, and what are people talking about. So I try to put out new content if I can, but I don't want to bombard my customers with, you know, status updates every 2 seconds. I try to put out something that's important, precise, and that really represent me, and not just a status update. It's like a strong message that I want to give out. I'm trying to work on an editorial illustration spread. So that's something that I'm still trying to figure out how to do, because I usually just paint single illustrations. So this will be a new challenge for me.